What in the world? I don't want all this up here. I don't even want that up there. All right. Back live again. For the first time since we got back from Disney. Glad to be back on November 3rd. My elbows are itching. I need to quit messing with them. Had a good time at the Disney. You know, good times are had by all. Temperatures were quite hot while we was out there. Like the lowest high we saw was like 86. That's a warm temperature when you're not coming from 86 degrees. That's very warm. But we're back. And good times are to be had by us all. Because that's what's up. Let me try to get all my things back where I like them, where I want to see them. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Now, what am I trying to do? There we go. There we go. Trying to get back to some sort of normalcy. Back to how it should be. Out here on the old live streamer route. Oh! Touching buttons. I don't need to do that. But, you know, good times were had by all. I will say, if you ever get the chance, if you ever get the opportunity to go trick or treating down at the Disney, you should take the opportunity. They give you loads upon loads upon loads of candy. More candy than I believe I've ever seen in my entire life was given out while we were down there at the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. I think that was the official name of it. Not So Spooky Halloween, Not So Scary Halloween, something like that. If you ever get that opportunity, definitely take it. It is worth it. Shoot, what am I doing here? I'm having like the hardest time re-navigating the live streameroo. I'm the worst live stream navigator out there. 100%. Not very good at it. In any case, I would like to make a list of things that nurses would prefer to have for Christmas. You know, a Christmas list of nursing things. I have a fairly good list already set up in my mind. But I would like suggestions on good things to you know, rather than the run-of-the-mill foot massager or, you know, whatever it is that people give gifts that they, you know, need to get out, I guess. Trying to think, 'cause, you know, I know Walmart always puts those things out the front, you know, oh, you should remember everybody and get them a candle or get them a, you know, whatever it is, things like that. But trying to think of some ideas. I have some ideas, but you know, not too many of what I should do for Christmas, for a Christmas list of nurses. You know, things like that. But, you know, whatever it may be. Excuse me. My device needs updated, restarted. Oh, well, you gotta wait about an hour. We'll get it restarted about an hour when I go pick up the girls from school. Those old children's, you know, hanging out to school and whatnot. They do like hanging out. Wonder if we could find some. Oh, I don't know how to do that though. I'm already live. Yeah. I have to figure out how to put some background music on these things. Oops. Royalty-free music. That's what we need. I know Stream Beats does. I don't know who else has royalty-free music. That's what I need to get. That way it's not, monotonous, I guess is the word. Monotony is not the best. But, yeah, it is what it is. Maybe not monotony, maybe silence. Awkward silences. Those are awkward. Awkward silences. Let me do that. There we go. Dang. Eyes are itching. So when I was down there in Florida, I got the old, I don't know if it's going to show up or not, I got the old psoriasis. I didn't really start having it till I was about 30. But in any case, when we went down to Florida for Disney, it was it like went away. Like it really showed up right before we left. And then it went away when we got down there, I guess, because of the heat and whatnot. But man, since we've been back in North Carolina, that mess is like burning and cracking and itching, and it's aggravating. I keep messing with it, when I bump it on stuff, because it only seems to be my elbows. Very rarely I'll get it on like my knuckles, but mainly it's my elbows and my knees. But man, it's like, dang, that mess just itches and burns like crazy. Aggravating as I'll get out. But it is what it is. Anyways, we were down there in one of our early nights down there in Florida. I must have rubbed up against something and cut it open, and I was bleeding all in the sheets and stuff. Not like gushing blood, but had like little drip drops of blood all up in the sheets. Just wasn't the best look. But it is what it is. It happens from time to time, especially as we get older. I'm getting older. Everybody else getting older. Things happen. But I am ready to get back to sort of making like regular videos, regular long content videos. I like doing long content videos. I'm ready to get back to that. We've only been back since Tuesday, so I could only make shorts because I am miserable, terrible at like vlog style content, like travel vlogging, I guess what you'd call it. I'm like the worst travel vlogger out there. Pretty bad at it. I honestly don't see how people can travel vlog, because I cannot travel vlog. My eyes keep on them kids. They keep on, who's looking at my kids, watching them, make sure they're safe and healthy and not falling down or eating something off the floor, things like that, But some people, man, they can like doggone travel vlog and have camera or phone or whatever they have, and just be getting after it, and no mistakes at all, and somehow keep the kids in line, I guess, entertained. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how they're able to do that. But yeah. Because I just don't know. Let me see about this royalty. Of course, I can't play it now because I don't know how to do. I don't know how to upload it right now. But well, I guess you could just play it on YouTube. I have to try it. I have to do like a private live so I can try it. See if it works. I also want to do. I'm just sitting here rambling. I also want to do a collaboration. I would like to do a collaboration with another YouTuber, another live stream with someone else. I think that would be cool to do. I don't know who I could do one with. I don't have any ideas off the top of my head. But I could probably do one. I don't know Nurse Bass, but I have seen Nurse Bass, the channel. I do know that he is also from North Carolina. So I maybe do that. Oh, hey. Apparently Courtney left the closet open. Did not realize that. Oh well. She hates leaving the closet open, because she thinks that monsters will come out and get her, or ghosts will come out and get her. And so she is like terrified of leaving the closet open. But yeah, doesn't bother me at all. Leave doors open and whatnot. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. Yep, definitely need some background music. Or, I need to obtain some background music. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Whatever it is I'm trying to say. Shake my head. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let's look up something while we're here. What should we look up? I think we did haunted hotel or haunted hospitals. I don't know, the other day. We can do something other than that, I guess. What am I doing with my life? I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Apparently the suspect in the Pelosi attack was in the U.S. illegally, which is sort of strange because I thought that they would be, Ooh, I hope I did not just do that. Nope, okay, we're good. Sort of strange that the, was in the U.S. illegally. Because I thought that Pelosi was really sort of for, all that. Why would they be against Pelosi? I don't know. I don't know what's going on in life. All right, what are we looking at? What should we look up? Wait a minute. I don't know, something. I don't really want to do haunted. Or do I want to do haunted? I don't know. My brain is not functioning right now. Let's just see if we can find a nursing news story that's worthy of discussion. Apparently there's 5 ideas to turn around Delaware's nursing shortage. Let's see. New York Post. I don't think New York Post is a credible source. Hundreds of Minnesota nurses march inside of banks, call out executives. We got to see what this is all about here. What are these nurses? Uh-oh. Is this one of them things that I can't read until I subscribe to the... Probably, yes. Looking like I can't read this. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Maybe I can. They marched inside of a bank. To call out Minnesota Nurses Association says bank executives serving on hospital boards are failing to intervene and hold hospital CEOs accountable. Yeah, I think that's sort of a, you can't have, bank executives on hospital boards. That's you can't do that. Let's see what they say. This article, let me show it real quick. The article that I'm reading is from, looks like Care 11. That is probably a television station. It's an NBC affiliate. Hundreds of Minnesota nurses march inside of banks, call out executives is the name of the article here. In any case, let's get back to reading about it. Well, now I have lost. Shoot, I lost my place. Here we go. Ugh, I am the worst. How am I so bad at this? Shoot. I want you to stay up, you to go there, and you to go there. Okay. Here we go. Now we're in it. Hundreds of nurses from several different hospitals railed downtown Minneapolis to demand higher staffing levels. In September, around 15,000 nurses statewide went on a 3-day strike over similar issues. This time their message wasn't just for hospital executives. 3 days, that's a long time. Especially for 15,000 nurses. I don't know how many nurses Minnesota has in their entire wheelhouse, but maybe they, 15,000. That's a lot of nurses. That's pretty good bit. Bank executives who serve on hospital boards failing to intervene. They are responsible for what goes on at our hospitals. They are responsible for the failure of our CEOs. Went to Outside U.S. Bank Corp on Wednesday. And also went to Wells Fargo. Here's the thing about these CEOs and these executives and things like that. Like, Elon Musk is the CEO of Tesla. But he's also like, how much does Elon Musk, let's figure it out. How much is Elon Musk, he's part of a lot of boards and stuff. Yeah, how many boards is Elon Musk on? Think about these rich guys that are on like all these boards. It's like, you can't just like get on all these boards. You got to be busy. I would imagine that you could really only do one effectively. Tesla CEO joins Twitter's board. Says he looks for, you can't, maybe they don't do 40 hours a week. I don't know. Maybe they do 40 hours a week, and that's the problem. But I think he's also part of PayPal. He's a board member of Endeavor Group Holdings. He's now Twitter's largest shareholder. Tesla, SpaceX, Endeavor Corp, OpenAI, that was till 2018. Solar City Corp, that was till 2016. I would imagine, I would imagine you can't be an effective bank executive and then also be an effective hospital, board member. I don't think you could do both. You would have to, sort of work, at both. You can't just, you can't just be a member. I think that what these guys need here in Minnesota, in my opinion, is a nursing board member, and they need an actual, was on the floor, nurse, not just a bunch of bank people who are going to try to, what's up, KD? Glad that you finally caught alive. But I don't think that these banks, I don't think you can just do be an effective board member. That's what I'm trying to say. My brain is also not working for me today. Let's continue reading about this, though. But glad to have you today, KD. I am just, sort of peeking through the news, and I see where Minneapolis, Minnesota, is having nurses strike because they have bank executives running things at the hospitals, which is, unfortunate. So just, sort of looking through the news, seeing what's going on. No big topics today. I do have a question going on. What is ideas for a nurse for Christmas? It took me a while to get that out, because I'm going to make a video soon about things you should get nurses for Christmas, not just a foot massager or, things like that. But rather, whatever it may be. But I started reading about this article from Minnesota about how 15,000 nurses went on strike and went into banks, telling banks, you need to quit sending us your board members so that we can, have our hospitals run effectively, because the CEOs aren't doing anything due to these bank board members doing stuff. And that's it. That's all I got as far as that. But I'm gonna continue reading. As I scratch my eye a little bit. Also, KD, where are you coming to us from? Where is your state? Just the state will be fine. Or, if you're not in the States. U.S. Bank and other Fortune 500 companies are the ones that are these health systems boards. Truly puppeteers. Michigan. Nice. Nice to have you from Michigan. cafeteria's contract. They're also the ones who are making real decisions, not only the janitor's contracts and the security contracts, but the bus driver contracts, the public sector contracts. Same folks behind most important decisions happen in our communities. Yes, those who have the golden rule, those who have the gold make the rules. Yeah, I do completely agree with these Minnesota nurses who are on strike. But 15,000 nurses, that's a lot of nurses. Wow, okay, that was a quick article. Michigan. I have been to Michigan. I have been to Detroit. I went to Detroit like 2011-ish. And it was eventful. Not eventful. Eye-opening, I'll say. Having had never been to Michigan, or, we went through the 2008 economic crisis here, but I didn't know how bad it was everywhere. And then when we went to Detroit in 2011, so still 3 years after the economic crisis, it was still really bad up there in Michigan. It was not the best up there. Also, I bet it's cold up there right now. It's beginning to get chillier here, so I imagine the further north you get, the colder that it is, I'll say. But in any case, let me pull out of this. Take another look at another article, see what else we can find about nursing. Well, this is not cooperating with me. Katie, what is your interest of study, or like what is your specialty? What is your specialty? For instance, I am a substance abuse nurse. That's, what I got into. What is it that you're interested in? What is it that you're doing? What feeds everybody? What's that old jobberoo? Pays tribute to Pioneer with nursing scholarship. Nice. Staten Island Nursing Home's water system tests positive for Legionella? I have no idea what that is. That's not fun. I don't want to read that one. Missing mother who walked away from Atlanta nursing home found safe. Ooh, I hate it for that nurse. I really do. That is unfortunate when you lose a patient. Like, not like when they die, but like when you legit lose a patient. I never lost a patient. I worked in a facility where a nurse lost a patient, like didn't know where the patient went. I'm gonna tell the story. So I'm gonna quit googling things. Nurse was a brand new grad. Had just worked second shift. This was a 3-shift facility. And so first shift was like 2 to 6. Second was like 6 to 2. And the other one was 2 to 6. That's not enough hours. Anyways. No. 2 to 10. And then 10 to 6. In any case. Second shift nurse was a brand new grad. I was also a brand new grad at this time. We had both started sort of together. This nurse was actually a Duke graduate. Went to the University of Duke for her BSN. We were at a nursing home. She worked second shift. So 2 to 10. Gets off work at 2 to 10 at 10 p.m. They say, hey, I can't remember her name. They said, hey, you have to stay because we have no one to cover the lockdown unit. We had a lockdown unit. It was a psych unit. I had a lockdown psych unit, geriatric psych. And not everybody was like the oldest, but lockdown psych. They said, hey, you have to work lockdown psych tonight, because regular nurse didn't show up. And so she's like, dang, I really don't want to, all this and that and the other. They're like, well, you have to, or some abandonment. And so she had to do 2 shifts back to back. In the middle of her 3rd shift, so from 10 to 6 a.m., she was working, so somewhere around like midnight, 1 a.m., somewhere around there, she had a patient get out. So we had like a smoking area, like a fence, and they couldn't get back there all the time, but she had a patient get into the smoking area somehow. Maybe the door wasn't all the way locked, or whatever it may be. Got into the smoking area and then climbed the fence and the building. Sort of scurried up the fence and the building, and then got on the roof. When they got on the roof, they could not get down. So that was fortunate. The nurse realizes at some point in time doing a round, or maybe a CNA was doing a round, somebody realizes, hey, patient 123 is gone. Nurse freaks out. All right, well, what do I do? Well, first the nurse called, probably called the charge nurse or the unit leader, whatever it was at the time, whoever was the, next in charge. Nurse calls them, and they're like, oh, well, you got to find them. And she's like, all right, well, what do I do? And they're like, well, go ahead and call the police. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's not do all this on our own. And so the new grad calls the police. Police show up, and they're like, oh, we don't, thank you for the description. We'll look for this person and things like that. And I'm not sure if they put out a silver alert or not. I can't remember. And so they were like, all right, well, we'll search the perimeter. The police are saying this, we'll search the perimeter. We have a description of the patient and things like this. So the police leave, and I don't remember if EMS showed up or somebody else showed up. Fire department, EMS, something like that, shows up to sort of help look. And one of them, I think it was fire department, one of those guys, one of those people, I should say, was like, hey, I think there's somebody on the roof. And fortunately, not sure if the patient was scared of heights, not sure if that was the end goal. They didn't want to jump. They just wanted to escape. I'm not exactly sure of the situation, but they were like, there's somebody on the roof right there. The fire department comes and gets the patient down, and thankfully they, were on the roof and didn't hurt themselves. The new grad nurse was, in tears and, had a terrible, terrible night. A horrible night with that situation. Thankfully came back, her next shift. I think they gave her that next day off, but came back her next shift and then turned her a 2-week notice, and then went to go work at Duke Hospital. Younger girl, so she was able to, pick up and move fairly easily. But that's my escape patient story. That's what had happened. But quite eventful for my new grad nurse friend. She definitely got more than she bargained for that night. And that place is where I learned, that facility is where I learned that if you go ahead, if they offer you some sort of bonus before they make you work the shift, go ahead and take the bonus. Like my charge nurse, one time they came up to me and said, hey Chris, you gotta work. Or they said, hey Chris, it was probably 10, I was first shift, so it was like 10 a.m. Been there for about 4 hours. I said, hey Chris, we don't have anybody coming in the next shift, just letting you know. if you take the next shift, we'll go ahead and we'll give you $100 bonus and tomorrow off. And I was like, oh, let me think about it, all this and that and the other. And my charge nurse came up to me and she's like, no. She was like, you go ahead and you take that shift now. Because if you don't take it now, what's going to happen is they're going to make you work it. And they're not going to give you the bonus. And they're not going to give you tomorrow off. You're going to have to work everything. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I went on ahead and I took the bonus. And sure enough, at 2 o'clock or whatever, no one showed up. And I'm glad that I went on ahead and took the bonus, because had I not agreed to it, she was right. I wasn't going to get it. And so that was, that was something that, I really needed to do, was to just go ahead and, take that bonus. And so, it came out better for me. Well, I don't want to say better. I still had to work that whole dang shift, which was, no fun at all. Just, whatever it is. Good times. I hated working at that place. I sent out so many applications when I worked there that Indeed was like, don't send any more. Let some of these expire before you send more applications. Phone's dying behind me over there. I hear it going off. Good times were had. Terrible times were had. That was a terrible job. Hated that job. Oh, I think we all have to do that first, though. We all have to go through that first. I hate this job. I hate this place. I don't want to be here, sort of thing. We all had to, what do I call it? Cut your teeth. We had to cut our teeth somewhere. Mine was at a nursing home that got shut down by the state. Just, what happened? Still not the hardest I ever worked. The hardest I ever worked was in dialysis, but, good times. Good times were had by all. I think Katie ran off. I hate that, man. I liked talking to Katie. But, things happen. People get busy and whatnot. I know we get busy. That's the whole reason why I came to Thursday doing live streams, because we were just so busy on Saturdays. I might, excuse me, be able to do a Saturday live stream this weekend, but it would not be for very long. It wouldn't be for very long at all. Because, we just get tired. But it happens from time to time. Yep, definitely got to get background music. Definitely definitely got to get background music. It'll help things go much better. Channel trailer. I need to add a channel trailer. Sorry, I'm starting to look for things that I can add. A featured video for returning subscribers. Featured video for returning subscribers. Highlight a video for your subscribers to watch. Video won't be shown again at the top of your page. Branding. I need to do branding. I don't have branding. Oh. I remember how to do all that now. That's what I need, is a brand deal, so I can make my Ferrari payment with my YouTube money. That'd be pretty cool. That's what I need. A Ferrari for my YouTube channel. There was a little bit of time when Mr. Beast, is it the largest channel on YouTube yet? He's maybe the second largest. Anyways, he was giving away like up to $250,000 for a channel. Like what you did was like you signed up. I don't even know if that's still a thing. Let me see. Let me Google it. Anyways. He would buy your channel for like $250,000. And then well, he did a video on it. I have to check that out. And then once you bought your channel, you continue to make content, but he did not want to give you $250,000 just for you to buy a Lamborghini and tour it around. He wanted you to have a legitimate, channel, which is awesome. But I'm not sure if that idea is still around or if that idea has flopped upon its face. Tis what it is. Oh well. Now I'm doing something. I had my mind on something, and I have forgot what it is. Oh yeah. I'm not going to customize my channel now. I am going to try to see if I can get some royalty-free music up here. On my next live stream, which I might do on Saturday. Saturday is for sure a better day for live streams. Saturday evening is. People aren't, at work and things like that. A lot more engagement, if you will, which is, always good. I do like the engagement. Oh, shoot. Every time I click on something different, it's not what I want. And then it just like, I mess up. And cause I'm trying to look up. Courtney's expedition is not looking the best. So we're trying to replace it. And in any case, as we're trying to replace it, I'm trying to look for other things, and I'm trying to do that like right now while I'm live streaming, and it's just not working the best for me. That's a bit much. Oh, purchase in progress. Well, let's see what the pictures look like. It's a bit much. All these are. I see. This is why. Okay. This is what I want to change. There we go. There we go. There we go. Don't like those. I like that. Don't like that. Everything has so many miles on it. It's ridiculous how many miles vehicles have on them now. And they want so much for them when they got so many miles on them. I'm gonna be paying a lot for it though. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Nope, not until that's a no. There's a Copart car. Copart always has like totaled cars. Oh, it's 2:30. I guess it's time for me to head on off of here. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me today as I tried to read the news and things like that. Dang, I really hate that Katie. I had to run Katie off. I did not mean to run Katie off. I hate that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will do maybe another live stream on Saturday. I know Courtney likes to do them as well, so maybe we'll do another one on Saturday. I don't know. We will see. Talk to everybody later. Thank you so much.